Deebo Samuel there to make the grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there for Chicago.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Here we go on 2nd and 12. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you, and that may have been what happened there.
They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Lance. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Lance now on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Lance. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Back to throw now on first down. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Second and 10. Back to throw again. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, It'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
The 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Extra point by Ficken, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. On 1st down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 25 on 2nd down. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Robert Quinn. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 34 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter.